Hey guys, Joey here, and welcome to Episode 4, Part 2 of Pokemon Investigations. In the Part 2 episodes of this series, we take the Pokemon that we investigated in Part 1 and plop them into the world of Fire Emblem, complete with a class. If you need an example of what I'm talking about, in the info card in the top right, you'll see a playlist with all the other episodes of the series. So, on the table today, we have two Pokemon, Riolu and the star of the family, Lucario. Last time we discovered that Lucario has roots with mythology, boxing, and staves, while Riolu is tied more to raccoons. How does that tie into today? Well, after taking some time thinking the two over, I realized that only one class line would serve these two justice, the Tactician and Grandmaster classes. How so? Well, I'll walk you through, starting with Riolu. If there's one thing to know about Robin in Fire Emblem Awakening, it's that he, or she, is one crafty SOB, to the point where the characters praise them left and right for tactical genius. Raccoons are similarly crafty, except we punish them more than praise them. Where am I going with this? Well, Robin isn't exactly a perfect character, as their oversight leads to issues from time to time. But at the same time, Robin is able to tackle an issue from multiple angles to succeed. The same could be said for our raccoon friend Riolu, who could either go offensive in the right setting, or get its trickery up with some Roar plus copycat action. Now for the stats, and strap in because this is going to be a lot of math. While Robin is a character whose growths can fluctuate, we can still figure out a total. For purposes of Riolu, we'll say the boon is strength and the bane is a luck. Based on this chart here, we'd get plus 15 in strength, plus 5 in skill, and plus 5 in defense from picking strength as the boon, while losing 5% strength, 5% magic, and 10% luck from picking luck as the bane. This would give us a Robin with 80% HP, 65% strength, 45% magic, 55% skill, 50% speed, 45% luck, 45% defense, and 30% resistance. With me so far? Good, because we have to toy with Robin's numbers even more before we can get to Riolu. So those may be Robin's growths, but those also account for Robin's class, the Tactician. Once we subtract those class-given growths, you're left with what's on screen, giving us a base stat total growth percentage of 295 to work with for Riolu. As nice as it would be to just modify Riolu's stats only a little as he has a base stat total of 285 in Pokemon, we do need to tweak some things for balance reasons, and also for the fact that we got 2 additional stats between Pokemon and Fire Emblem. Considering Riolu's stats in Pokemon, there should definitely be some emphasis on attack and speed, with magic having to be interesting as Lucario's special attack is actually higher than its attack. With that in mind, base growths of 20% HP, 50% strength, 35% magic, 50% skill, 45% speed, 35% luck, 30% defense, 30% resistance work proportionally with Riolu's stats, while keeping him in check, as he is faster and slightly more resistant to magic than Robin, but takes a massive L when it comes to the HP department. Before growths are added back in, once you add in the Tactician growth, Riolu hits these numbers, making him a more balanced unit who's actually squishy by Awakening standards, as seen when compared against Chrom, Sully, and Henry. But Riolu would perform similarly with the exception of being faster and slightly more potent in the Magic world in exchange for a full 20% loss in HP. This could be a boon or bane depending on the playstyle of the player, so it's up to your discretion. As for Lucario, this Pokemon is the main reason why I chose the Tactician and Grandmaster classes for this family. As we noted in Part 1, Lucario is capable of doing many things, from protecting, to attacking, to sensing danger, and more. This is signified alone with the Grandmaster's ability to reclass into any class they desire. For the most part, no monster classes, sorry. But also with the fact that the Grandmaster gets the skills Rally Spectrum, a rainbow-colored icon that raises every stat for nearby units, and Ignis, a skill that can tap into the currently unused attacking stat to lay on additional hurt, meaning you can't really go wrong using magic or swords. As for stats, don't worry. We just need to take Riolu's stats, compare how the Grandmaster's growths increase from the Tacticians, and go from there. So, as a reminder, Riolu had 60% HP, 65% strength, 50% magic, 65% skill, 60% speed, 35% luck, 40% defense, and 40% resistance. And... wait a minute, what? Grandmaster had the exact same growth as Tactician. Huh. Well, at any rate, the stat caps are massively improved, going from 60 HP and 25 for just about everything else to 80 and 40 respectively. This gives Lucario plenty of opportunity to flex what it does best in the competitive scene, using heavy offensive pressure, while being able to pull a magic move if it needs to in a given situation. Lucario would be easy to flex around too, as the growths lend themselves quite well to picking up Sword Master or Assassin, grabbing those skills, and possibly Life Taker from Dark Knight too. Plenty of options for Lucario, only question is, how do you want the Anubis to spawn? And with that, that's the end of part 2. What do you think of the class decision for Riolu and Lucario? Do you think these classes stay true to the inspirations for other Pokemon? Which Pokemon would you like to see next? In terms of upcoming videos, we got 2 major projects coming. Pokemon League Power Rankings and a video guide on how to do max social stats and social links in your first playthrough of Persona 5. I'm very excited for both. Let me know down in the comments the answers to those questions, and until next time, this is Joey Pals, signing out.